Vaughn Hilliard here with someone who actually is on the outside but has something to say about what's going inside.
Right. We have seen the Biden campaign stay away from this lower Manhattan courthouse over the last 6 weeks of this trial. But this morning was a little different. Not only Robert De Niro here outside of the courthouse speaking a few moments ago, but also former Capitol Police officers Dunn and Fanone. You guys also made your way here to lower Manhattan. Can you articulate what your message was here by coming here to New York on these closing days of this Trump trial?
Sure. I didn't even know it was a Trump trial going on. I just saw a bunch of cameras and said, let's get this message out. No, seriously, I just think it's really important right now to continue to echo how much of a threat Donald Trump is to democracy. And we have to, the only way we stop that is at the ballot box and in November by electing Joe Biden.
You guys have taken active roles now with the Biden campaign here, speaking out and making this a clear political choice between Donald Trump and Joe Biden in the aftermath of the January 6th attack. Why?
Well, I mean, my message has been the same ever since January 6th, 2021. I'm here to use my experience that day, the brutal assault that I suffered, the traumatic brain injury and the heart attack at the hands of Donald Trump's supporters inspired by his lies about the 2020 election, as representative of what so many other police officers went through that day, simply doing their jobs, responding to the Capitol, responding to assist other police officers, and again, experiencing brutal violence at the hand of Donald Trump's supporters.
We are looking at a federal trial over the events around the January 6th attack that awaits Donald Trump potentially in the months ahead here. For you guys, when you look at the totality of your careers, the totality of what you have experienced here, and watching what is unfolding here in lower Manhattan is part of this criminal trial that is separate from the events of the 2020 election. What are your takeaways, and why do you feel, and why are you compelled and feel like it is important to connect these all together?
So, yeah, I don't know the specifics of what's going on inside the courtroom right now. I do know institutions fail us, and institutions are only as strong as the individuals that occupy those seats. And that's why it's so important right now to choose decency. And the best president, the best person for the job is Joe Biden. And the people are going to have to win this, not these institutions for us. We can't count on the court to disqualify Donald Trump. It has to be the voters, and I think that we will in November.
As somebody who has been here outside of this courthouse every single day, I've heard from a lot of allies of Donald Trump. His two sons, Don Jr. and Eric, are here. His daughter, Tiffany Trump, is here today. You guys came down and made a concerted decision to come here and speak out, but also with Robert De Niro here. Can you kind of give me a framework of how you guys are looking at the next 5 months, the roles you play in the broader Biden campaign coming out of these trials?
Well, first of all, I'm incredibly grateful for Robert De Niro lending his celebrity and his voice to this cause. That being said, I think that it's disheartening to know that that's what it takes 3.5 years after an insurrection at the Capitol in which hundreds of police officers were brutalized and our democracy was threatened, to get the media's attention. And listen, I'm not painting everyone with a broad brush here. Some networks have done an excellent job, but there's still networks out there that are mischaracterizing the facts of that day.
And elected officials.
Mischaracterizing, the events that led up to the insurrection at the Capitol. And then there are other networks that have just turned away from the insurrection as if, we can just forget about it and move beyond it, and the country will somehow come together without accountability for that day.
This is a choice in this election. What have been your messages to the Biden campaign?
That Donald Trump is the biggest threat to our democracy. He said it himself that he wants to be a dictator from day one. Those are his words. At what point do we not take him serious?
I don't have any message for the Biden campaign. I mean, Joe Biden's going to run his campaign the way that he runs his campaign. Michael Fanone is going to continue to speak out about, my experience and the experience of law enforcement officers at the hands of the former president, and remind Americans that when they go to cast their vote on November 5th, there's a clear choice between an authoritarian who has a violence fetish and, somebody who seems at least has a long track record of commitment to democracy, the peaceful transfer of power in our Constitution.
Former Capitol Police officers,
DC
Police, Capitol Police, Harry Dunn, Michael Fanone, thank you both for your time.
Sir.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.